Yeah, Ethan Klein. H3H3 is Ethan Klein. L3L3 is Ethan Klein. Has lost his copyright lawsuit against Denims. He says he plans to appeal and is extremely confident it will be overturned. So that is an interesting update. Ethan Klein claims he will be appealing the ruling on the first claim in his copyright lawsuit against Denims, while once again doxing the person he is suing. We lost the Denims case, but we are appealing. According to the judge, you can react to any piece of copyrighted work in its entirety immediately. I like that he's like now made the judge his op. Like, this is cool. He's like talking about the judge like he's a snarker or something. He's like, oh, according to this stupid ass judge, I guess you can watch any movie you want now, according to this judge. Ethan Klein be like, I'm going to sue the judge for being a snarker. Don't interrupt him. You're right. I mean, I've given up. I've given up on being like, hey, man, it's probably best to just not do this. It's probably better to just, you know, preserve what remains of your legacy. You know, you've already ruined it. Why push it further? But I guess he is very Trump coded. I know. I guess he's just, you know, he's done. You can even explicitly state your intentions to steal money and traffic from the original source. This judgment is also in total contradiction to the other judge's ruling in the same district regarding the snark mods. This is not how courts work. You remember how I always used to joke about like the way that people operate on the internet? They'll be like, Your Honor, what about all these other people? Like, that's not how this works in an individual case with an individual decision, right? With one judge, right? Like, you can't just be like, well, in the same district, another judge ruled in my stead against the snark mods. Like, what the fuck do you mean the snark mods? Is that even a copyright case? I don't know. Maybe it is. I haven't really been paying close attention. Very strange behavior from a 40-year-old man with children. But I guess it's going to continue happening until like the rest of the internet, like the commentary sphere, turns around and goes, dude, give it up. Enough. Gucci bag time. Let it go. You know? Let it go, man. Let it go. What are you doing? I'm extremely confident this will be overruled by the appellate courts and we will be proceeding with the appeal immediately. I think he's just literally trying to, I mean, he has so much money. He is just trying to advance this. His friend Asmold calls E a patriot for appealing. Asmongold reacts to Ethan Klein deciding to appeal in his lawsuit against Denims. Patriot.
Filing and appeal. So we lost the Denims case, but
dude, can you imagine it, like me doing this to more Pegaslop, for example? We know what they would say, right? We know what they would say. They were like, oh, Hasan can't take criticism at all. But of course, when Ethan is doing it, they're like against, an op, a woman on the internet. It's like, yeah, it's so based.
We are appealing. According to the judge, you can react to any piece of copyrighted work in its entirety immediately upon release, so long as you pause occasionally. You can even explicitly state your intention is to steal money and traffic from the original source. This judgment is also in total contradiction to the other judge's ruling in the same district regarding the snark mods.
You were joking about Pegasus and they lost their shit over it, Lamau? I know.
I'm extremely confident this will be overruled by the appellate courts and we will be proceeding with the appeal. Patriot! Oh, man. I love to see it. That's right. That's right. Thank God. Yep, there it is. Sounds like a fat.
Could you please say the word epaulette for us real quick? Okay. Why?
100% accept whatever this court finds because I just trust their judgment, their experience, their expertise all the way. So shout out to this wonderful judge.
Asman literally made his career off of this area of law. Yeah, he's so stupid. All he does is react to content. I mean, it doesn't matter. This is win-win for him, right? Like, I assume he doesn't even think at all, but I suspect that if he were to think about this critically, he would realize that this is not going to go anywhere. But if it would, go somewhere, it would destroy his career. It would set a new precedent that would make it so that it's impossible. He restreamed your entire Rokana interview with limited commentary just to use it as an example. He has no self-preservation skills. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with Ethan. I'm totally on board with him because, yeah, it's just ridiculous. How the can you go and do that? How can you go and do that and somehow...
How can you go and do that? How can you go and do that?
There isn't something clearly wrong. I mean, yes, obviously there's something that's a female judge confirmed. Well, I don't know really what...
Bro, your audience is so dumb. Oh my God. Female judge confirmed? That's awesome. DI judge, brother. It's got to be so cool to live in this universe where you're like, well, even if it was a male judge, he was behaving like a female, which we hate.
That is, I have no idea at all. So yeah, and yeah, judges happen. Yeah, Denham's got to the judge. Well, I don't know why they made the ruling. I have no idea. Maybe the judge.
Why are you? Wait, what? So why are you commentating on it like this? I mean, I do this too from time to time, but like, you've spoken about these cases far more than I have. How do you have no understanding of what took place? Like, what? It's very confusing. What's also confusing is like he just refuses to read the court decision, like what the judge's decision is, because, you know, obviously it's not going to favor whatever position he's trying to generate here. But it is very funny that there are just a lot of people out there who are like, no, I want the head empty, no thoughts commentary on this issue as well. FOMOA, Ethan issued podcast losses, copyright lawsuit against Pro Palestine content creator Denims, with the judge citing Klein's own precedent to rule in favor of the defendant. Ethan Klein then doxed her on his IG account and said he's going to appeal. Isn't Issue's whole thing watching and reacting to stuff? How hypocritical must it be to think you have any right to sue someone over something you've also earned money doing? Yeah. Denims got to the judge. Awesome. What is this? Hello, Hasan the Hun. Would you like me as a wife? That's crazy that you just posted your own tweet with 1 like. That's crazy. That's wild that you did that. Okay. I mean, shoot your shot, queen, I guess. Shoot or shoot, I guess. Anyway. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky. Anyway. That stumped me a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the internet is on his side, but who knows? I mean, all the slimiest weirdos who are just running on pure hatred are on board. What is this? Didn't know Republicans had access to this kind of character model. Kelly Dennison, a 27-year-old Larimer County massage therapist, won the Republican primary to represent Colorado's 2nd congressional district. What the I don't know anymore, man. Crunchy granola ladies have totally turned at this point.
Judge didn't like Ethan. Maybe they just made a bad decision. Maybe they misunderstood the case, or maybe
you don't wait. I'm sorry. Your cope is that the judge made a bad decision, didn't like Ethan Klein, and misunderstood the case, as opposed to you, guy who just said, I don't really know enough of the details of why the judge decided the way that he did.
Which has happened. Yeah, Denham's got to the judge. Well, I don't know why they made the ruling. I have no idea. Maybe the judge didn't like Ethan. Maybe they just made a bad decision. Maybe they misunderstood the case, or maybe their viewpoint just simply is not the same viewpoint that other people have. I'm not sure, but I agree with and I support Ethan, and I hope that Ethan is able to get justice. I think that's what happens. That's what should happen, at least, right?
Huh. I wonder if there's a secret third thing out there, which is that the judge actually did know what he was doing and didn't really care for Ethan Klein one way or another, and was able to issue an impartial decision on pre-existing precedent that Ethan Klein had set with his successful lawsuit that created the boundaries of what we know as fair use. That same liberty that you, Asmongold, and myself, Hasanabi Piker, enjoy on a daily basis. Perhaps that's the reason why, this happened the way it did. But what the fuck do I know?